Welcome. This is Izon Language Classroom, and my name is Patricia Tuaweri. If you're here for the first time, welcome. No, this is not by chance. You're here because you want to learn your language, and it's a good thing for you to want to learn your language. Have you been around people seated and everybody speaking their language, including the English people, and you're just there? Let me tell you, English is not your language. Your language is part of your identity. So for me, it's not just another YouTube channel. It's a place where we are committed, me, you, and everybody, to make sure that the Izon language is revived so that our people in diaspora can teach their children. Then we too would speak it on the streets of Delta, on the streets of Ondo, on the streets of Bayelsa, on the streets of Port Harcourt. Please don't forget to hit the bell icon and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get straight into what we have today. Today, I want to talk to us about greetings, exchanging pleasantries. You meet your brother or you meet your sister on the road or gathering. This is how to go about it. First things first, one of the things you can never take away from the Izoman is that the Izoman has respect entrenched into our culture. That's why you hear the phrase okoido. In some variants, they will say koide. In some variants, they will say keide. Okoido is simply saying my knees are on the ground. It's our own way of dobaling, our way of showing respect. And what okoido simply means is that my knees are on the ground. I'm kneeling down. That's what it literally means. It's a way of showing respect. And I remember when I was younger, that this thing is so serious that even if somebody is older than you by one day, you have to okoye for the person. So this is how it goes. If you walk into a gathering and there are a multitude of people, mixed people, because you don't know who is older than you, the first thing you do is kosotumo okoido or noao or odo. That way you have said kosotu means older people. So you have said the older people have knelt down for you. Then the rest you now say onoa or odo. Now, if you don't do that and you just walk into a gathering and you just say odo, that's very disrespectful. And of course, you cannot sell your birthright by saying koido for everybody. You have to distinguish between the kosotu or okosotu, as they say in some variants. Kosotumo okoido, that means you have knelt down for the older people, the ones who are older than you, and then the rest you can just tell them odo if it's in the afternoon. So, first things first, don't forget, as soon as you get into a gathering, look around. If you think that some people are older than you, always say kosotumo okoido. I was going to tell you in my mother's language, which is a Kabwa, I was saying okosotu. All right. So what I do most here is to teach us in Kolokoma language, which is my paternal place. But in my online classes, I try to bring in variants from the different parts. That's why you see me trying to go through Okosotu and Kosotu. Okosu simply means older too in my mother tongue, which is the Kabo. All right, so back to what we're saying. Kosotumo koido. Then the next thing is, if it's in the morning, you will say serido. Good morning means serido. Tebarao means how are you? Now there are different ways you can say tebarao. You can say ongo kroneme. I'm asking you. I hope your body is strong. Ongo kereneme is the same thing I'm asking you. Being by nongo kroneme, I'm still asking you. But I simply say today, I hope you're feeling better. So for tebarao, you can simply say ebenimio, or you can say kronimio, or you can say emio, either of them. But if I go further to say being by inongo chronomy, it simply means that probably like yesterday I saw you not feeling too well, so I'm asking you. Being by inongo tebarao, I'm asking you. Being by inongo tebarao means that probably yesterday I saw you and I didn't quite like the way your body was. So you will say being by inongo chronomy, today my body is strong. Or you can say being by inongo teke, you're simply saying I'm stable. my health is stable, my body is stable. So that's about that. I go through it again. Kosotumo koido, onoa, oserido, oserido, tebara, ongokronami, ongobia, being by nongobi tebara came in. Then the next thing is how to say good afternoon and good evening. Good afternoon and good evening simply are said as do. Good afternoon is do, good evening is do. That's what we have. Then the next thing you say is noao, which is to say welcome. I still remember my grandmother saying something like Buoboma, which is did you come? I remember I told you in his own language, you're asking questions for you to get answer. Instead of where the Englishman would say welcome, we say Buoboma, did you come? Or Noao is a general greeting. If you don't want to twist your tongue by saying Buoboma, you can simply say Noao. It's the same thing. Then the response is simply in your bomo. The next thing is maybe there's a need for somebody to say, oh, I'm sorry. Or if you have a need to tell somebody sorry, probably like if you ask the person, that is how is your body today, and the person say, that is I'm not feeling too well. You can simply tell the person, Dilao, that is to say sorry. You can also say ka. That is also another way of saying Dila. Then the next thing that I want to talk about is passing, which is please. It means please. You can say passise ibomo, passise bolo kon komo, passise bolo kon ne perkomo, passise idini peti. Let me say what that means. It simply means please. Passise means please. Please don't be angry with me. Some people say bolo kon komo, some people say bolo furo komo. Then another thing you can say is passise idini peti. Please have mercy on me. Pastor say, like if you hurt somebody, say, Pastor say, Bolo kone perekomo, Pastor say, Ibomo, please forgive me. Pastor say, Idini pete, show me mercy. Pastor say, Bolo kone perekomo, Pastor say, Idini pete, yeah. So that's about that. Then I think that I would like to stop there, but before then, let me quickly say this. So if you want to end a conversation, you simply say, Mbanao tukaya woduduereo. Thank you. We will see next time. See you later. We'll see you later. That is see you later. Then tukai fia woduduereo means I will see you some other time. If fear is time. So I'll say some other time. Tukaya is I'll see you later. Then if I say tuka baya woduduereo, I'm simply saying I will see you some other day. And then you can now end the conversation by saying, Krotimio, that's still well. Bye you. That's how we exchange pleasantries in his own language. Now, in the learning of every and any language, there is no magic. It's all about practice, practice, practice. So very quickly, I like to run through it again. And please, 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 wake up in the morning, tell yourself, Serido. I guess I left out something. Yes, I was supposed to say Bunoda Serio, which is good night. Then you say Inyo, Ubunda Seri, we will sleep and wake up. Alright, so let's quickly run through it. Serido, good morning. Tebarao, how are you? Good afternoon, do. Good evening, do. Welcome, Noah. Okoido, my knees on the ground, is a way of showing respect to older people. Mbanao, thank you. Don't forget to okoi for older people, though. It's very important. Sorry, Dila. Then we have Tukaya Woduduerio. See you later. Tukaya Fia Woduduerio. See you some other time. Tukabaya Woduduerio. See you tomorrow. In your bio, Korotimio, stay strong. All right, on that note, I'm going to bring today's class to an end. One of the things they're going to help me do is if you want to be part of this community, please send me a message and I will include you in the community that we're building gradually, the WhatsApp group. and then you can become part of our life lessons. But until then, remember, this is a channel that is committed to making the Izon language go viral. And it's on that note I'm saying, bye. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.